again, locking in champions in order. Second time today that we've had that happen in the drafts. RNG, I feel like, have a very honest CC that's super easy to lock in, specifically solo lanes. So without that happening, as I say it,
yeah, Spear not gonna land, but the flash pulverizes gorgeous, and you know who did hit level 6? That's Tangyuan. He's able to go in with the Fate Sealed. CC showing up, but just a little bit too late as Milky Way gets on the board. The game plan going to plan for RNG. So far, the bounce back is going all right here for them after they got demolished by NIP in Game 1 of today, and this is a much more controlled game than we saw in Game 1. And I think this is, if you're an RNG fan, you want to see something like this, right? You want to see, okay, we have a script, we have a plan, we're sticking to it. This probably was not on the script as CC able to get the cease and desist there onto Milky Way, pummels away, but Wunai very nicely done with the grand entrance, able to get in and get the CC down for the rest of his team. Tangyuan in with the Fate Sealed, Wunai able to pop the quickness and get the heck out of dodge. CC able to get forward with the cease and desist, or with the vault breaker, excuse me. Big pulverize there by Lula, able to save his team. He might be the sacrificial lamb or sacrificial cow, as it were. Kill traded back by Jatsu, but on the other side, it is Chips that gets the one onto Tangyuan, and after all that, it is a...
Because you take a look at the minimap, CC nowhere to be seen for the time being on the backside of this pit, and Olmut's a long ways away still for a lot of members here of this LGD.Y team as teleport comes down.
I feel like we've seen this exact Grub fight before. You grab the one, and then the team on the other side says, thank you very much for the leash. We'll be taking the rest of these. And that's exactly what happens here. Nightfog able to get into the back of the pit. Lula hit with the help at Pulverize here. Mooneye gets a little bit of CC down. The charm does land there onto the Cassante in the back line, but locked up and sent right to the gray screen is Ninefog, making his trip a very unpleasant one. Nuo with the equalizer over the wall. Quickness popped again there by the LGD.Y support, but the rest of the gang shows up and the damage is just too much as Tangyuan goes in and slices them to bits. But hang on a second here. Tangyuan able to get the Mortal Steel down. He gets another, but the rest of LGD.Y shows up at the perfect time. Nuo gets around the pit and makes it a triple for the top laner.
RNG,
It's an RNG top laner. Like, what are we doing here?
Like, it's RNG.
Come on, man.
RNG, like, you know, I think this is the one time you can maybe forgive a name slip, right? As a quick reaction. So super well played, and that's what forces Xiaoqi to have to use that flash, and that's just going to turn into a Herald, right? No ADC to clear the wave in the mid lane.
Yeah.
And it's even going to be a second charge here onto this tier 2 because RNG, they're kind of scattered across the map.
Yeah, they are very much on the back foot, playing very reactively.
A little bit disastrous there, but hey, LGD.Y able to step out and not lose anyone, and they will unfortunately just lose this tower, but it could have been significantly worse, so it's a good response all in all across the map as well. LGD.Y weren't really in a position to cross map for this play that RNG were making down there, so not too bad. So as you say that, Nuo could very well, try and take the tower.
Going for the all-in by popping the all-out. Able to get the equalizer down. Xiaoshu, with those decreased resistances, doesn't want any part of walking over that. Ninefog is toast on the other side of the map. Tangyuan, with not the solo bolo, had a little help from his friends, as we all need from time to time. Gets that kill, and with designs on the tier 2 there, it's LGD.Y that get the top lane tier 1 on the other side of the map. CC does have the cease and desist there. Maybe they could look for some sort of pick, but Cassante isn't exactly what you think of when you look for a pickable target here. And actually, RNG getting a lot more than I thought they would out of this. They could take this one down. Nuo doesn't have the equalizer.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, he just
getting encroached on.
Tangyuan, he's going to get help from a TP here. Milky Way going forward, doesn't have a ton of mana, but Xiaoshu able to join the fight. Farsight is going to find Milky Way here again. Not a ton of mana here. He's got to go back in and make something happen here. Wunai able to get forward with the quickness. Xiaoshu is extremely low. Doesn't have the all-out to be able to go for it. Lila gets a little bit with the CC. Jatsu on the wrong side of the train tracks. He gets lit up by Ninefog as he is back in business in this one, looking like his Game 2 self. Wunai leads the charge, going forward. If he can get in range for a flash W, potentially could go into it, but it's actually on the other side against the AC, and it's RNG that tried to pull the trigger, but on the other side, LGD.Y waiting with open arms as Nuo barbecue chickens them into the gray screen.
Nuo again with another barbecue section of his game. Very happy to just pick up more kills. RNG, the idea was good, but they just get fried in that choke point, and it's a dragon now on the back end of that. A tower as well to follow. RNG They might lose the LGD.Y.
You need, some sort of pick here, because in this straight up 5v5, that has to be part of your calculus as you're setting up for this Baron.
Yeah, it has to be. RNG, they have to rely a lot more on picks as a deep teleport is coming in, so they're committing for this fight. It's a good angle for Xiaoshu. Who can he find?
Yeah, let's see here. Doesn't pop the all-out just yet. Finally does. Slams Nuo into a wall here. Ninefog and Tangyuan making things happen on the other side of the map here. Big equalizer, actually able to split the team in two here. Charm lands onto Lela, and he gets lit up. Bounces Wunai into the path of Jachi, but it won't be enough here as the cease and desist comes through. The flash comes through as well. It's a double. Makes it so easy for Chips. He was untouched in that entire fight. And LGD.Y get the freest Baron you will see.
Well, I don't know what to say to you for Act 4, because it seems like to me LGD.Y are about to probably take down RNG. They've got this Baron. Can Milky Way make a miracle happen? He lands the spear, he sees the HP, but he's going to get forced back. I don't think he can find his way in. There's too much CC, too many bodies. He's in the pit!
He's going to do his darndest. Milky Way never saw an objective. He didn't want to try to steal the DPS. Stops very intelligently, and after he comes out of the Zanyas, he gets lit.
After that, the chase down is just super easy again. Once that Sivir Ultimate is popped, it's just about who presses R on who for LGD.Y and hitting the first target in front of you. Super easy execution. Unfolds in front of us. Milky Way does his best, and LGD.Y don't quite do the best man-marking job of keeping him outside of the pit, but Milky Way dies before that Baron is even in smiteable range.
And now, you dot the I's, you cross the T's. LGD.Y, look, this game isn't over, but an 8,000 gold lead at 24 minutes, double the kill score, 2-1 on Barons, 5-2 in terms of towers. It's maybe over with a lowercase O here. Tangyuan doing his darndest to try to get something back as he takes that top lane tier 1 down, but the ultimate popped again. No, was that the no, that was the Shirelius. Just kidding. Not any sort of ultimate pop by Rakan or Sivir or otherwise. A little bit of trouble here is CC. If he has to be the sacrificial lamb, I don't think he's going to be too fussed about that trade. Tangyuan going forward with the Fate sealed here, and he will escape. Will CC going over the wall is Xiaoshu. Expended the flash there. Oh boy, it is desperation hour right now for RNG.
Yeah, I mean, can you blame them? Composition, game state. No. Oh, he's gone. He should die here.
Oh, Lasagna's going to buy him some time. If they can get some CC down onto Xiaoshu, he might be able to survive this yet. Goes in with the all-out, dumps him over the wall as Jacha and company able to see or get the damage necessary down on this dragon. Ninefog, hang on a second here. LGD.Y not
one for a reset.
Yeah, they don't want to give this one up just yet. A little bit, like you said, wanted that reset, didn't
quite gold. That's how much you get, of course, for taking the Baron, right? 300 gold for everyone, 1.5k. So not really much done in the grand scheme of gold damage to the side of RNG. As are we going to see a fight over blue buff? We will.
Well, you wanted the pick, and maybe this is how you get it here. CC able to get a little bit of shielding. That actually did a ton of work before he finally bites the bullet here. And another kill coming through here from Tangyuan as he's able to get into the backline as well. Lila getting lit up here, and maybe this is the turn that LGD.Y need. If this is just how they do it, the wallet might be enough of a difference. Big ultimate there by Tangyuan, but the Zanyas buys Ninefog some time. Is it going to be enough? Nuo looking to get barbecue chicken there onto Milky Way. How does Leopard taste? We're going to find out here. Gets one more there as Tangyuan looking for the turn here. He's got another one in his pocket. Soul Unbound opted not to go. LGD.Y. It is now 4,000. Yeah, 4,000 here. They have cut into it in a really respectable way. Look, they're still down a pretty good distance here. LGD.Y, they're still in the lead. I don't know if I'd say they're in control, though, as this Baron comes up here. They're fighting for mid lane positioning. The setup is better by RNG. LGD.Y are going to need a fight win if they want to get purchased onto this Baron.
Yeah, they are. Dragon's up in 50 seconds. There's that fight win, that position.
My goodness, Ninefog had to go into a Zanyas. He almost got 100 to 0, and he still just might. The CC, the damage, comes down here from Jacha, and Wunai eats a spear to the back of the head. That is massive. Wunai already popped his quickness, and now it's RNG that because of their early setup, they get one pick. They say, all right, easy as you like.
CC's got to turn the game on its head here. He's got to get this Baron steal, but it's so easy for RNG to body block this. It's an Alistar to Cassante. Surely CC can't get in.
Well, he does get in, but it's too little too late. Equalizer goes out. It actually does a ton of damage here, but on the other side, Jacha is able to free fire. He gets taken out of the fight, though, but after he does do that damage, Lilla able to get the CC down. LGD.Y getting a little bit extra at the end of this fight. Tangyuan able to get the shield up, but it's not enough. That Equalizer, massive, and chips
just down in gold because of it. And they're going to be playing against Soul Point as well, and that's going to be a point of
Lilla
contest.
able to get decent damage down there onto 9Fog as well as the CC. The point I'm trying to make here, Lilla has landed pretty much every headbutt pulverize he has tried.
He's doing a pretty good job, like we said, and like you're alluding to, right? The engage options, hard to pull off, right? But being able to find those angles has done an excellent job of maintaining RNG's position in this game to actually be played.
Still has the spell shield, and now the attention is paid over to that potential Ocean Soul, or excuse me, Mountain Soul for LGD.Y, looking for a big angle on the other side of things. Wunai might meet his end here. Big piercing arrow goes out, and it's secured there by RNG. They will wait a little bit longer. Big Fate Seal coming in. Equalizer goes down. And if Chips can stay free, we've seen this fight before. Xiaoshu separated from the rest of the team. LGD.Y split the fight, combined for a huge team fight win around the Dragon. They lose the soul, but they care not. That is massive. An ace and a triple for Nuo, and they might just look to end.
They will. It's 5 dead on the side of RNG, and only 1 lost their life, and it was Wunai. They've got a wave to play with. It's a cannon. That's game. LGD.Y are going to claim their first win here at the Demacia Cup. RNG, it's the compositional diff, man. It's the ease of execution here for LGD.Y that will pull through, and they will take down the Nexus.
What a game for LGD.Y, and a rough...